Monire mosa, tampokererane. Based on what is going on in Malawi at the moment, this is June 2024. I don't want to go into details of what is happening or what has just happened, but if you can Google, if you haven't heard anything about Malawi, for example, you can Google plane crash in Malawi and read the stories yourselves. So based on that, I'm making this video to look at the language of death, and so we can know what to say, when, and how. Yeah, so without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it. Okay, so death in Chitumbuka, Nifa, or Yifa without N. Yifa just means you're saying death. Kwawa Yifa. Kwa is KWA. Kwawa Nifa or Kwawa Yifa means death has occurred. Yeah. So Vataika, when we say va, it means you are adding respect. Otherwise, if you just read to say wataika, that's like someone who is younger. If you are older, you're talking to someone who is younger. But you are talking about, wataika. You are talking about the person who has died was young, so you say wataika. But if it was older, you say wataika. Vasibweni wataika. My uncle has died. But if it's a young person, Johnny wataika. Mr. Bidibinti Vataika. So so you say Va. I assume there's a circumference on top of W. Yeah, so Vataika means has died. Or we can say Vatireka or Vafa. Vafa, so it's coming from Nifa. Nifa is the death. Or it can mean funeral. Kuriifa, meaning there's a funeral. But it's also death. Vatireka, it means the same. Vafa means the same, has died. So you can use any of these. Vatireka, Vataika, Vafa. Out of respect, you say Vatireka or Vataika. Vafa is used, but it's not that respectful. It's still used, but it's not that respectful. Usually we'll say Vatireka, Vataika. Are you serious? You say, yeah, Vafa. That's when Vafa. Vafa, like you are emphasizing, but after you have already said Vatireka. Vatireka means he has left us, because Kutireka, Vatireka, if we just translate it as it is, meaning has left us. But in this case, we mean has died if we are talking about somebody. What has happened to Vatireka? Oh, Vatireka tena. Meaning you are asking, do you mean he's just died just like that? Vatireka tena? So there's a song I put on this channel where they say, in the song they talk about different places in Malawi where people were killed as they were fighting for for freedom, for example. So they say kukalonga mwe kumuzuzu mwe. So mwe can mean on its own. It's a cry. It means you are crying. Mwe mwe mwe. So someone says to you, so and so Valfa. It's like, oh my God, it's a cry. You are crying from the inside. So you just say before you can utter more words. Okay. Tasunga, he has been buried. So in the afternoon, usually people will say, we are back. Takasunga, meaning we've buried him. Tavika is the same. Nifa Tavika, meaning we have buried. Burial has taken place. Manda is the graveyard. But Manda can also mean graveyard as in a big, where there's everyone. But Manda can also mean Mandaya Ranjan, who is as an individual grave. Whose grave is this? Mandaya Ranjana, so it can mean the individual grave or the whole graveyard. Same with Dindi. Madindi means so many graveyards. It's plural when we add it ma, as you see here. But otherwise, Manda, Kumanda, Dindi, Udindi, Dindirao, meaning this is his grave, Dindi, grave. Thala is the dead body. Thala litfike pauli. When is the dead body coming? So we can't translate dead body in my language. It will not be Thala. Thala is a respectful way of talking about the dead body. But if we just talk dead body, we translate it, it will mean like the body without life. So that will not make sense in my language when we translate, when we talk it that way. Say, tupirambra moyo. That really doesn't make sense. Yeah? But Tara lafika, Nifa yafika, tupi. Sometimes we just say tupi. Tupi lafika. When we say tupi, it means life has left in that body. Tupi is body. So when we say tupi little coach, where is tupi? Meaning, where is the body? The moment we just say tupi, everyone knows it means there's no life in it. It's now just the body. There's no spirit. There's no life. There's no, nothing else but just the body. Or tala. Okay. Tala or tupi. Tupi is Thupi, tupi or tala. Tupi litfike pauli. Tala lafika. Tupi litfike pauli. Tupi, when is the dead body coming? When is the tala coming? Tala litfike pauli. Nkwichi, tombstone. Kuzenga nkwichi. Kuzenga means building. So when we are saying kuzenga nkwichi, meaning building a tombstone. So you can ask, when is nkwichi? When is the tombstone unveiling or something like that? Nkwichi zizengeke pauli. Something like that. Usually we do nkwichi after a year or so. When you have money, after 1 year, you go and build the tombstone. Bokosi, coffin. You can hear this. This is a borrowed word from English, box. So, but as bokosi, bokosi means coffin, where we put the dead body to take to the graveyard. We call it bokos. But it's an English word meaning a box. So I've added also cascade. I don't know if I wrote if this is the correct spelling for cascades. Maybe there's double T somewhere, I'm not sure. But we also use because cascade is quite recent, modern type of thing. So we just call it cascade. Cascading. Although siketi can mean something else, like a skirt. It's siketi. Kasiketi. Ulanda. Orphaned. Mwana mulanda. Mwana wa Masia. Like my name is Masia. somehow it means an orphan. Someone who has been orphaned, Masia. And that, literally, that's where my name came from as well, right? Because I was born after my father had just died, something like that. And the community, when they were asking, is this the child that was left behind? Masia. Masia ni huyu. Is this Masia? Yes. And it became my name, Masia. One that has been left behind, orphaned. Okay. So Ulanda, now you know history. You know me more than anyone else that hasn't watched this video. Okay. Wakoma means has been killed or has been murdered. You are blaming someone. They've murdered him. They've killed him for whatever reasons. They've murdered him. Okay. So, yeah. So if there is this suspicion of has been murdered, has been killed, usually there would be a lot of, rumors, but in there, we still get to know the truth about who did what and why, where, when, how, and the intentions. Okay. Nyifa ya baba. Nyifa, as we said at the beginning, is death. Ya baba is pain. When someone says this, ya baba, tukubaba, it means it's not nice, it's bitter, it's painful, it's hard, it's heavy. Chau cha baba. Sometimes when you hear that, to say chau cha baba, chau is the word or earth. Chau cha baba means it's too hot. People can say chau cha baba, chau cha vinya, chau cha tere. Yavinya is here, which is also pain, but we express that pain in different with different scenarios. So in this case, we're talking about nyifa ya baba, meaning it hurts somewhere. This death really hurts. It's painful. Oh, yavinya. It hurts. Yet coma. It means it has killed us. Not literally, but his death has such a profound effect on us. So it's like we are crippled in a way because of his death. Something will not function properly as he has gone. So kukoma, it also means death. Wakoma, it means they've killed him. Like we saw here, wakoma. Yet koma, now you are referring to yourself that this death has killed us. Meaning it's such a huge loss, and it will have so much impact on us. Yet coma, meaning a lot will not go the same way as they were supposed to go, and the impact will be felt. Yet pweteka, we are broken. Hey, yet pweteka. But pweteka, if you put WR instead of the YR, but pweteka means you are blaming someone else for the death. They've killed him. So you are saying they have really, really made us broken. They have really hurt us. They have really crushed us from what they have done. So you're talking about nyifa ya tupweteka, nyifa hii ya tukoma, nyifa hii ya vinya. Yeah, so these are some of the words that people are using now based on what is happening, but also is what we use in our language of death, referring to the situation that may have happened. Ifa ya tipweteka au ifa ya vinya, ifa ya tikoma iyi mwe ya baba, meaning hey, this is so painful. How can we even go through it? And who did it? Why? So there's always why. Okay. Lusungu. Lusungu means I feel your pain. Muve na lusungu namwe, meaning you are asking someone, why can't you feel for this person? How can't you feel the pain that the other person is feeling? So if you are someone who has this trait, if you are someone who has lusungu, everyone will notice it and they will say, oh, mwana wa lusungu, meaning, oh, this child is very, it's like empathy. You feel the pain of other people. Lusungu. Pepani, mwafu atafa. So when you are passing your condolences to someone where you are saying, I'm sorry. Pepani is I'm sorry. Sorry that I've heard you've lost your mom. I'm so sorry. Pepani. But if that mom also meant something to you as well, you say, mwafu tafa. She has died. Yes, you are feeling the pain, but I'm also right there with you feeling the pain because she also meant so much to me. So it's like a mutual type of condolence. Say, I'm so sorry. This is what has also been happening, or currently what is happening, because everyone just feels this death has taken something from all of us. We are all of us feeling it. So when we are talking to each other, whether in social media or on phone calls, this has been the language. Pepan, mafatafa, you are acknowledging your loss is my loss. Okay? Talida means we have cried. Mwe talida, meaning we are emphasizing this death has caused so much pain. So kulila can mean the tears are coming out of your eyes, but also inside of you. How much are you affected? How sad are you inside? Because of this death, because of this murder, because of the killing, taking his life. How are you feeling about it? So when you say talira, can be internally, total, physically, when you are crying, your tears are outside. Chetamani, you are trying to console someone. You say, please stop crying. You've cried for too long. You're gonna be sick. Chetaman, pepan, chetaman, buen chetaman. Meaning, please stop crying, please. Because you also don't want them to become sick or to die just because they're in so much grief and pain. And so they've been crying for a long time and uncontrollable. So you say, please, Chetaman, please, Chetaman, meaning please stop crying now, please. Yati kwafya chomen. When you say yati kwafya chomen, meaning this death has affected us so much. Yati kwafya, meaning it has touched me deeply or heavily. Chomen means so much. So much. It has affected us. It's like, yeah, it's our death. We are also affected by it. It also bothers us. This death also bothers us, What it is, now you're talking about the dead. You have made us cry. Oh, man, what it is, oh, this has made us to cry. What it is, Not that the dead has done anything wrong, but the fact that he has died, he meant so much to us, to my family, to that family, to the entire country, to whomever, to their family, and things like that. So that's the way batirija. Batirija. Mwana atirija huyu. Ndipo atirija nadi. It's just the reality. We have all cried. Mintondwe. Mintondwe. It's a miracle. Oh, this is where it gets really sticky. Because mintondwe, when we say, oh, ini mintondo, it's not really a miracle. So, for example, you see a snake in dry season, because maybe rainy season, people say snakes come out and all of this, they come out of the whatever they've been hiding in the soil or something. So it's a bit commoner because there's a lot of grass and snakes are all over the place. But during dry season, you just find a snake comes and maybe sits beside your chair. You're like, what? Ni mintondwe. This is mintondwe. You know, so mintondwe, when you see something like that, you think that it is telling you about something bad that is going to happen. So you have to rebuke it, to say, go away. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. I don't want any mintondwe here. I don't want any, anything to happen to me here or to my family here or to anybody near me. So please just go away. So mintondwe is something around that. It's not necessarily that a miracle has happened. Taona mintondwe, when you are walking, you find maybe on the road somebody is doing something unusual. Say, what? Who does that? Mintondwe, this don't just happen. It means something bad is being planned or is on its way. So I'm going to pray to let that not happen to me. Because if it's a miracle, miracles can be, can be good, can be, But mintondwe is something that is foretelling bad fortune. So, yeah, mintondwe. Usually, it's this is why people talk about synchronicities. This has happened because it was supposed to happen. But what is leading all of that to be? So Mintondo is something that, how did this happen? You cannot even explain it, but it's here, you can see it, and you're like, this is not the normal way. I don't know. We don't understand. This is why I got confused with a miracle. But when miracles happen, I think it would be a different word, different meaning. Mintondwe, everyone else kind of like you feel withdrawn because you're like, what? What is really going on? You don't understand, like, what is all this about? How would this happen this way? What is coming up against us? Then later on, you understand. Oh, now we know. Do you remember yesterday when we saw ABCD? Yes, this has happened. Your so and so has died. So that snake, it brought the message. It was this message of death. All this happened is because this and the other. But usually for death, we have this, what do they call it in English? OWL. In my language, quitter. I'll do some, animals. I think I'll do birds and animals. Something, quitter. Quitter, where I come from in Karonga, they are very common. But also at the same time, they are not common. So at night, we only hear them at night. So at night, they'll come near you and near the trees. At home, we have a lot of trees, especially mango trees. So Quita will come and sit in there. Mango tree has a lot of leaves. So usually it has it can cover many things. You know, you can go in there and hide. Quitters can stand, sit, sleep in there and hide, and you will not see it. But because quitters have big eyes, so sometimes you recognize the eyes to say, there is the quitter. Okay. So yeah, so quitter is also linked to Mintondwe. You hear quitter come close to your house and it starts making noise in the evening. Everyone will go, ni Mintondo. Quitter doesn't live near, it lives in the graveyard. Why is it coming to my house? Mintondo. How did this happen? So if it's near and it's not too far, usually people will take a stick that was burning with fire and throw towards where that quitter is, and the quitter will run away. And then that's it. To say go away, but they use this stick that was starting to burn, it still has fire to it, and throw the quitter. When quitter sees that, he runs away. It's all ancestral wisdom here. Okay, tazizikika, tazizikika, or tadabwa, tazizwa, meaning we are so surprised, or we are shocked, or you know, like tazizima, we have no energy. Tazizikika, tadabwa, tazizikika is more serious than just being surprised. Because if someone says, tazizikika, what is this one? You've come here today. Tazizikika, why are you here? So they know it means you must have brought bad message or anything. When you say, tazizikika, what is all this happening? Why did this? Tazizikika. So it's like you're trying to figure out things. What is really going on up? We are surprised by this. These things are not adding up. Maths are not adding up. For example, what is happening in my country? Everyone is saying, tazizikika. We are surprised by this that is happening. What is it and why? Tazizima ngongono ndamara. We have no energy. We are weak. Tazizima means we are weak. Just by hearing it and looking at what is happening at the moment. Tazizima. Kongono dirije. Kongono is energy. So we don't have that in Kongono. Vyatipamanta, meaning we are shocked. And indeed, the whole country is in shock at the moment. A shock that, I don't know, we ask God to bring us back and find a way again. But it will take time. There's a lot that is being said and not said, is being done and not done. Several people have been in prison and out, and in court and out. So nobody really knows what comes next. So the death has caused manta. We are shocked. We are shocked. But also manta sometimes can mean fear. It's more of fear. Because you don't understand what is going on, what has happened. It has made us to fear. Like now, a lot of people, some of my friends I've talked to, they're like, we are living in fear, woman. We are living in fear. We don't know. We don't know. We are living in fear. But why has that fear come about? It's because of what is happening. So, so there's this saying that I also really like to use. But this is a cry. You are actually crying and you're telling whoever has died to say, pasi pafipe, kuchanya kungweruke. You are saying, let there be darkness on earth for you, but let the heavens light up. I want you to go with the light in heaven. Go and be in heaven where you see everything and you watch over me. So it is a cry. As you are crying, many people say this. Go well, my brother. Go well, Vice President. Go well, whoever it is. Pasiba fipe. Let there be darkness on earth, but light in heaven to lead you to where you are going. Meaning you wish him well. We are wishing him a peaceful journey to heaven where he will live forever. Masozi yatika. Malawians have really cried, literally crying. Masozi has come out of their face, but also inside of them. So masozi yatika means you've cried a lot. Tears have come. You can't even count how much tears have come out. So you just say masozi yatika, meaning everyone is crying. So many people are crying. There's just too many tears around. Too many. Yeah, tika. Tika means pouring, like, you know. So if something is pouring, it's a lot. Pembujani, just like chetamani. I think we looked at chetamani here. Chetamani, stop crying. But when you're telling someone to stop crying, you say, please, chetamani. Chetamani chonde. So pembujani is like you're asking someone, can you ask them to stop crying? Can you comfort her so that she can stop crying? Go and comfort her so she can stop crying. It means you're asking someone, go and comfort her. But when chetamani, you're talking to this person directly. Please, chondi chetamani. Mwe chetamani. Mwe chetamani, mwalile, chetamani, chetamani, bueno, chetamani. It's okay, please. Can you stop crying now? Because it's too much. You're gonna get sick. Please, chetamani, please. But Vapembujani means please go and comfort her. She needs to stop crying. She's been crying. So Kwima is also another word where you encourage each other to say, Kwimanganya. Meaning, let's be strong, my friends. Let's be strong. Because you can see from afar that you can see that this is gonna take us a long way. It's a long war, and I can see. So we need to be strong. We need to keep ourselves together so that we can conquer this. There's a song that I want to end on, which goes, Kwimanganya lekakuwa, nangawende mchisi bi, livangeri, ndirumuli, gomezhanga, chiutawako. What it means is, Kwimanganya means be strong, my friend. Nganya is a friend, Kwima strong. Nganya, my friend, Kwima, be strong. Lekakuwa, don't fall down. Nangawende mchisi B. Even if you walk in the darkness, chisi is darkness. B, it just expresses how dark it is. It's really dark. Chisi B, meaning it's too dark. So even if you walk, nangawende mchisi B. Livangeri. Livangeri is word of God. Livangeri ndirumuri. Word of God is the light. Muri is the, you know, sometimes you light a grass or a candle. In Western world, it's more of candles, but we light glass, dry glass, and that's what you carry in your hand. And because it's burning like a candle, that's what you follow. So here it says, Evangelion di Rumuri. So the word of God is the light that you carry. So Gomejanga Chiutawako, just believe in your God. Gomeja means believe. Chiuta, God. The Evangeli, it's word of God. Evangeli is English word, evangelical. The limuli is that light that we carry. This is a physical light. So Evangeli is you should be holding on to the word of God because this is your light. Let me stop share for now and let's see where we are at. Okay, so this is it on the language of death. If people have questions, if people have comments, if you know what we have discussed about in this and you want to say something, you can leave a comment below. But also for those who are watching this and they live in the UK, we have a memorial service for, they are calling it a remembrance service of the 9, if not 10 people who have been killed in a plane crash in Malawi. And there's an event here in UK. It will take place in Northampton this coming Saturday, 29th of June, 2024. So I'll put a link below if you want to book. There's phone numbers on the article that I'll share in the link below. But if you're watching afterwards, after all these events have passed, I think it's still, the video is still valid for you because they say the only no, let me not confuse things, but death is inevitable. Everyone will die. And so you need to use these words to other people and anywhere else if you are using Chitumbuka. So I hope I made some sense. And you can also see that how I'm dressed. Usually this is how we are dressed when there is a funeral. But in these days, we've seen people asking to say, do not wear black at my funeral, which is also fine. Some people have chosen to say wear white, which is also fine. Someone who is old school, and I consider myself as such. And so this is how most of the times when I'm talking or I'm representing funerals that do not have scripts in terms of how we should dress, probably that's how I would appear. As for the Malawi's remembrance event, we've been told to wear black, red, and green because those are our flag colors. So probably where I'm wearing black, I'll just add maybe red somewhere or a black or a green trouser or red shoes or something just to, but yeah, black will be the main part of what I'm dressing up because that's how I've understood death and how I have expressed myself. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say. So okay, so please, if you learned something in this video, give it a thumbs up. And also subscribe to my channel. We need to grow this channel together. We are now at around 49 or 48 or 50 subscribers, but we need to grow this channel to be bigger so that everyone around the world can learn the language. If not everyone, at least we should reach 1 million people who should learn Chitumbuka language, okay? Because it's at the verge of extinction, and I wouldn't want that to happen because I benefited from it. When I was born, that was the only language that I spoke until the age of 6, where they started introducing other languages. But still, I grew up speaking because that was my mother tongue. And so with everyone, we grew up speaking, and we still do within our family and even when I go to the village. But so I don't want it to be forgotten and be left in the past. well, we can actually preserve it. So yeah, help me to preserve this language by making so many people speak it, even if you have never stepped in Malawi or you never step in Malawi. But if you step in Malawi, you're like a foot forward because you can hear, if you will start to understand this language, you can hear the rest of the language, most of the languages that are spoken, because most of the words are the same. It's just the pronunciation and things like that. But also for people who want to learn another language, Malawian language, which is Chichewa, I also have a channel called Chichewa Ndi Lorraine. This one is Chitumbuka na Lorraine. So both languages. I'm a fan of Malawian languages. Okay, enough of mumbling. Hopefully to see you soon. Okay, bye-bye. Ndapita. Taluta, yewo, yewo. Bye-bye.